Hi, this is Paul. On January 22, 2018, Jordan Peterson will be in San Jose, California on his 12 Rules for Life tour. This should probably not be a book tour thinking about the book he just published, but rather the books that he's going to publish. You might have caught on his Jordan B. Peterson on the Femsplainers. He commented to the women who were interviewing him how what he's really doing on this tour is he's writing his new book because he's working out, thinking out loud on stage the new material that he plans to put into his new books. That's what he's doing, which is really genius. I talked about this in the video I just finished making, the the five facets of the Jordan Peterson movement. And so he's recording all the talks, which I'm really glad he's doing. I wish he'd release them because I'd love to hear these talks, but he's recording these talks for the next books. And so when he gets an idea, he puts them in the book. And I very much understand this because people sometimes ask me about my videos. And truth be told, I think about a lot. I find a lot of my ideas as I'm speaking here on the video, and things come up then. And that's where, for example, Julian's favorite monarchical vision came up when I was just thinking it through as I was talking out loud here in the video. And so I'm not traveling around the world with thousands of people in front of me. I'm just here talking into my computer. But that's very much what Jordan Peterson is doing on his book tour. It's very much a redefinition of what a book tour is. So January 22, he'll be coming to San Jose. And it was interesting because we talked about this in our local meetup, in the Sacramento meetup, and we said, is anybody going? And everybody kind of had the same idea. We didn't want to go by ourselves. It's a lot of money and it's a big drive. But if we went together, then a number of us wanted to go. So in fact, we are going. And then one of the ideas that I've had for a long time is I'd like to get some of the other pastors in the Bay Area involved in this, and some of the other churches in the Bay Area involved in this. So I reached out to the San Jose CRC and an elder of the church that I know there, and I said, could we have a room for the evening? Because we've got a group coming up from Fresno. We've got at least one individual coming up from San Luis Obispo. We'll be coming down from Sacramento. Could we have a space so that we'll order pizza and we'll get some drinks and we'll just have a meetup before we see Dr. Peterson do whatever he's going to do and say whatever he's going to say at his tour. And I remember the Sacramento tour, so I'll be very interested to see in what ways will these things differ. Many of us are looking for new material from Jordan. We've been looking for material for a long time from Jordan, which is why the conversation with Dave Rubin and Ben Shapiro was so interesting recently, and also the conversation with Roger Scruton. I'm very much in terms of the religious aspect of Jordan Peterson. Again, the video I just finished making about the 5 aspects of the Jordan Peterson movement. So he will be in San Jose on January 22, 2018, and a group from Sacramento is coming down, and we're going to meet at the San Jose CRC, and a group from Fresno is coming up, a little Fresno meetup group that's been meeting in Fresno, and some other individuals from central western California. And I have no idea how many people to expect. We've got a very large room, so we can accommodate a fairly large number of people. This is what the San Jose CRC looks like from the outside. Here is where it's located. It's basically in the southern end of San Jose. So if you're coming up from, let's say, from UC Santa Cruz, I have a son who goes to school at UC Santa Cruz. If you're coming up from Santa Cruz, you can get there without too much trouble. Here's the address, 5150 Camden Ave, San Jose, California, 95124. And their website, if you want to look for a map, sjcrc.org. There, again, because I'm a Christian Reformed pastor, I have a network of Christian Reformed pastors and churches. And so if I need a room, I usually first reach out to them. And I'd like them to get to know who's listening to Jordan Peterson. Most people who aren't listening to a lot of YouTube might not know a lot about him, and even if you're just reading the book, maybe that's the little introduction you'll have to him. But I'd like more people to engage in this conversation. So if you're interested in joining us, please sign up at the Sacramento Jordan Peterson Meetup page. Now, I just usually use this for my Sacramento meetups, but it has the capacity to take attendance and do all of that. So if you're planning on coming, and if you're in the area, whether or not you have ever been to one of our Sacramento meetups before, it doesn't matter. We'd love to get to meet you. That's why we're taking our show on the road. So go to meetup.com and I will put the link in the show notes here, and sign up and check in and say that you're going so we can get a head count so we know how much pizza to order. We'll probably take a collection of contributions for pizza and soda and water and drinks, and so a bunch of us are going to be putting together those details. And again, thanks to the San Jose CRC that are opening a room to us. And I look forward to meeting a bunch of new friends, and we'll see how it goes. So again, January 22, San Jose, California. We're going to meet at the San Jose Christian Reformed Church, whose address is 5150 Camden Ave, San Jose, California, 95124. And if you're planning on coming, sign up at the Sacramento Jordan Peterson Meetup, San Jose edition #1. If the meetup goes well and if there's a big turnout in San Jose, my desire would be to see a whole nother meetup community start in the San Jose CRC, and I'll try talking someone in that church into maybe hosting it, and maybe I can come down for a meeting or two, and we'll see how this develops. So if you're listening to this video and if you've never met me, and if you want to see what's going on in our meetups, but the drive up to Sacramento is a bit too far, come down to the San Jose CRC January 22, 5 to 7, and we're closing it off at 7 because the Jordan Peterson event starts at 7:30. So hope to see you there.